Okay, for this video, we are going to continue with similar triangles. We've already looked at this before. Basically, all I said when we did that was make sure that whatever one comes first goes on top when you're trying to find your scale factor, and that angles are congruent when it comes to similar triangles. Our angles are always going to be congruent. So for this first one, that makes that pretty easy then. As long as I know x corresponds with d, I filled these in, as you can see in red. I put in an 80 there. The 60, I think W corresponded with E, so I put a 60 in, and then I used the third angle theorem, or just found the third side by subtracting them from 180, and I got 40 for the third side. So it was asking for C, D, and E, and that's what I gave them. Number 2 is the exact same question. 115 goes with I, 20 goes with H, and so that means 45 would be left over. Example 3. This is talking about scale factors. It says 1 inch represents 4 feet. So if I make a fraction out of that, I'm thinking this is like my inches and this is my feet. The question on the bottom says, in the scale drawing, the length of the airplane is 9 inches. What's the length of the real airplane? So the real airplane would be in feet. So I put the feet on the bottom like I did before. It was 4 feet, and I put that on the bottom. So I put the x on the bottom. That's what we're trying to find. And now we can just multiply, cross multiply. So we'll have 9 times 4 equals 1 times x, or just an x. So x would equal 36. 36 feet. The wingspan of the real airplane is 40 feet. What is the wingspan of the airplane in the scale drawing? Again, the feet was on the bottom, so I'm going to keep that 40 on the bottom, and I'll put my x on top to find the inches. So I'll have 1 times 40 when I cross multiply. So 1 times 40 is 40. And then I'll have 4 times x, which is 4x. That must mean x equals 10. Continuing here. Same idea. Our scale factor is going to be centimeters over inches. So centimeters over inches, 1 over 7. It says in the scale model, the length of the table is 6 centimeters. What is the length of the real table? So it's giving us in centimeters, and that's why we have that x on the bottom. We're trying to find that in inches. That's what we're looking for, right? So 6 times 7 is 42, equals 1 times x. Again, I'm just cross multiplying. So I did the 6 times 7 is 42. 1 times x is just x. So x equals 42. That must mean 42 inches. Last one here, I must not have this one drawn out. That's okay. We'll draw it out quick. So again, 1 over 7 is my scale, doing centimeters over inches, equals, we have 35 inches, so inches is going to have to be on the bottom. X will have to be on the top. So it'll be 1 times 35, which is just 35, and then 7 times x, which is 7x. So my final answer here, that's an x, sorry, x would equal 5. So 5 centimeters.